Sometimes, no matter how much we achieve, how much we rest, or how many goals we check off, we still feel unsettled. It's like something is missing. Even in moments of peace, the mind keeps running. We distract ourselves, chase the next thing, or try to numb the discomfort. But deep down, we remain restless. It doesn't matter if you're strong on the outside, if the spirit is not centered, the storm will keep returning. The ancient samurai faced this too. And they found a way through it, not by escaping the restlessness, but by transforming it. I remember a time in my life when everything looked fine from the outside. I was working hard, setting goals, even getting compliments. But inside, I felt hollow. I couldn't sit still without grabbing my phone. I couldn't enjoy a quiet moment without feeling like I should be doing something. Even rest felt like failure. One night, I stayed awake until dawn, not because of stress, but because I didn't feel at peace with myself. That morning, I came across an old samurai scroll that spoke about the root of restlessness. What it said changed me. The samurai followed a principle known as Haragei, the art of sensing and grounding the energy within. They believe that restlessness is not a mental problem, but a spiritual imbalance. It happens when your energy is stuck in the mind and not anchored in the body. Haragei taught them to bring their awareness back into their hara, the center just below the navel, considered the seat of intuition and inner stillness. Before battle, they would practice deep breathing into the belly, walking slowly, and focusing their presence fully into the body. This wasn't just for combat, it was how they returned to themselves. When you live from the center, the noise in your head begins to fade. What remains is calm, clarity, and a deep sense of wholeness. There was once a samurai named Renji who, despite being highly skilled in combat, suffered from deep internal unrest. He trained harder than anyone. He meditated, fought, and even fasted, yet still, he could not sleep through the night. His master watched silently, never interfering. One day, after a long sparring session, Renji broke down. He confessed, "Master, I don't know what's wrong. I win my battles, but I lose to myself." The master handed him a wooden staff and said, "Walk the mountain path with this, but every step you take, breathe into your stomach. Say nothing. Think nothing. Just return to your center." For days, Renji walked in silence. At first, his thoughts screamed louder than ever, but slowly, something shifted. His breath deepened. His chest relaxed. His mind quieted. By the time he returned, he hadn't changed his life, but he had changed the place he was living from. The master smiled and said, "You were not lost. You were just not home inside yourself." Today, we live constantly in the mind, always analyzing, judging, reacting, comparing. We think more than we feel. We plan more than we breathe. And without realizing it, we lose the connection to our own center. That's why no amount of distraction or achievement brings lasting peace. The samurai remind us that we do not find stillness by avoiding the world. We find it by rooting deeply into who we are. The restlessness fades, not when life becomes easier, but when you begin to live from your hara, your grounded self. Here is how you can begin to restore your inner stillness through the ancient practice of Haragei. 1. Sit quietly for 5 minutes every morning. Place your hands just below your belly and breathe slowly into that space. 2. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, stand up and take 10 slow steps. With each step, focus only on your breath entering your center. 3. Avoid multitasking. Bring full attention to each action, whether it's drinking water, walking, or speaking. 4. Practice one silent walk each week. No music, no phone. Just walk with your awareness anchored in your body. 5. Remind yourself during the day, "My mind is not my home. My center is." This small shift can change everything. These are not tricks. They are ancient tools to return to the version of you that cannot be shaken. You are not broken because you feel restless. You are simply living too far from yourself. The samurai knew that power does not come from overthinking or overdoing. It comes from returning again and again to your center. When you stop chasing stillness and begin practicing presence, the storm begins to calm. You don't need to escape the world. You just need to come home to the quiet within. That is where your peace lives. That is where your strength begins. If this spoke to you and you're ready to return to your center, write in the comments, I will live from my center. Thank you for your presence, your time, and your spirit. I'm honored to walk this path with you.